So this is what's going on in my little grow area. My Salanova lettuce is super fluffy and the chard is growing. But what I kind of expected with some of these anyway, this is my orach and it is bolting to seed. And my little basil plant over here in the corner. I put the temperature gauge underneath the lights and it is 90 degrees. And the soil has been really dry. Kind of had to constantly water it. So that's interesting. Yeah, that's interesting. I thought LEDs were not quite so hot. So many weeks ago, I had gotten a tub of carrots and a few beets. So I've just got like a few beets left and a handful of carrots. So I need to go out and get some more. I pulled out that tub of beets so that you guys could see the potatoes that I have left. These are German butterballs, which is all that I have remaining from that harvest. And I'm not eating through them as quickly as I normally would because they're so small and such a pain to clean by hand. So I have definitely learned that for the ones I'm going to eat right away, I need to clean them while I've got my wash station set up and I can use the sprayer. I never find a good day to get carrots out from underneath my tarp here. So I'm going to attempt to do it now since I must. Here we go. Whee! Okay, little carrot buddies. Groovy. Oh, check that out. It is freezing out here, but the soil is not frozen. Carrots, carrots. This is so groovy to be out here the very end of November, getting myself some carrots. Put this back over. And put the big rock right there. Can you guys see my little carrot haul? We're having a tiny bit of a windstorm. Knocked some trees down, power's out in town. So I'm coming out here to kind of secure my half-assed doors. And I'm gonna go ahead, I already picked some of the little chard over here. And I'm gonna grab some of the kale that's in here. Looking so pretty. Looking so pretty. I've been eating out of the stuff that I, grabbed out in the garden, plucked off the tops, and I threw it in the freezer. Haven't wanted to come out and get anything, so this is my first batch from the greenhouse that I've gotten in a long while. My polylow tunnels over my kale and my leeks are holding up real nice. I am headed down to get some leeks out of the garden. It's about 5 o'clock. We've got, I don't know, 5-6 inches on the ground. Oh my goodness. There's my one tunnel with my kale, and this is my tunnel with my leeks. Oh my goodness. I got the plastic out, kind of pulled up pretty easily, and I got my little leeks sitting here. Don't appear to be frozen. I'm using up my very last batch of frozen kale. Yesterday and last night, we've been in the low 20s Fahrenheit. Snowy, and I need to get some carrots and maybe some kale. Ah, there's a rock. There's our rock. The ground isn't frozen. Can you see this carrot? The carrot does not appear to be frozen. Oh boy. Hi, you guys. Oh, this is just the coolest thing in the whole world, getting carrots, fresh carrots, in the middle of winter. Okay. I think what I've been doing is throwing... Oh boy, look at this. I'm so excited. My eyeballs are watering. Oh boy, I'm so happy. The kale outside has to go through rain, freeze, thaw, rain, freeze, thaw, snow, rain. And it's a lot harder on the plants than when they're... Oh shoot, oh, it's like this big, huge monster guy. And one of his legs fell off. Anyway. Okay, no messing around. We gotta get this job done. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna move this out of the way. Okay, so carrots are up at the house. You can see my little short Black Magic Italian kales are completely almost underneath the snow. There they are. Hi, buddy. And my taller Italian kale over here is poking its head up above the snow. And this is my poly-low tunnel with my kale under here, which I think I'm just gonna leave and see, you know, like when it does its little sprouting in the spring. I don't think I'll eat out of it. I'm trying to eat out of it this winter. It's nice to have sprouts in the spring if they make it through. So this is my stupid greenhouse door. Okay, so I got like a bunch of rocks piled on top of here because the wind was blowing. Oh my gosh, and they're all frozen together. Oh yeah. It is definitely droopy. It is not happy. And I think I don't really want to pick it right now. It'll probably bounce back when the weather warms up maybe. But yeah, wow dudes, I already ate all of my frozen kale and everything here does not look like I should pick it. And then over here I've got my little chard buddies that are doing just fine. They seem to be doing fine. I don't know, maybe they might actually be frozen solid. Okay, so temperature is 27 F. So it's definitely freezing in here. Let's see. Let's see if the soil is frozen. You know what? I mean, I don't think there's a lot of moisture in this soil, maybe, but so it's not frozen solid. I had watered this section here by the kale, and I wonder, yeah, yep, it's definitely more frozen-y. So this is my first time checking the leeks since we had that week of 20-degree weather, and I'm just gonna reach under here and see if I can't pull them out. You know, I'm gonna get them up to the house, but it looks like they might be fine. So I'm kind of making a mess here. So far, I am loving these low tunnels compared to those big tunnels I had last year. Now, oh my gosh. Now, I haven't had to deal with ice yet, you know, like when it rains and we get ice. It might be a bigger pain to use, but this isn't too bad. Oh my gosh. Now I wish that I had gotten a low tunnel on my parsley back there, because I wonder if it wouldn't have survived this weather And parsley seems to be one of the few things that can kind of make it through this cold weather. I'm gonna check the kale in the greenhouse and see how it's doing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's get one more. One more. Come here, buddy. Where are you at? There's another one. Oh shoot, this one I broke. I gotta do this one two-handed. There we go. Okay. Yeah, the soil is not frozen in there. It doesn't seem to be. Okay, so I put my igloo back in place so my little leeks can be all cozy. And that's where my parsley is, under the snow. And let's go ahead. I want to dig underneath my low tunnel where I have my kale. Just to see. Wow, lots of snow here. Just to see how it's doing. I want to check. See how these guys are doing. Oh no. Oh no. Let's see. Let's take. Okay, so I have the kale leaves, and they look like they're frozen, but I'm not sure. It looks like they might, you know, just kind of come back. Sorry, guys. Yeah, actually, these look fine. They totally look fine. They just must be pumping stuff from their roots up to their leaves. Oops. There you go, guys. I got that igloo in place, and I'm just gonna go over here and pop into the greenhouse here. Oh, interesting. Okay, so these guys actually do look like they bounced back from that 20-degree weather. They're fluffed up, they look fine. Oh my gosh, this is awesome. I might be able to nibble off these guys. And the chard looks like it survived too. Maybe some freeze damage on the edge. But yeah, wow. Now I'm back to buying, you know, greens like kale and stuff, but this week I went in and the quality of the kale was like not that great and price is high. So I ended up buying just frozen vegetables in a bag because they're less cost per pound. So I might as well just freeze my own kale. So in future years, that's going to be the thing. That worked out. That was a really great experiment. And I thought maybe the frozen kale, I just, you know, plucked it, stuffed it in a bag, put it in the freezer. I thought maybe it would just taste gross and the texture would be gross, but it's not. It's actually sweet and good and the texture is good. So I'll be doing that in future years. So here in the house, you know, my orach bolted to seed, and I got to cut off my chard and my lettuce, but they are just not growing that great. I've got my basil plant in the corner over there, and it's in like a 64-ounce yogurt container, and it is doing fine. And I've actually got a few cuts off of it. If I had probably, you know, another 4 plants or so of basil, it would allow me to get a little bit of basil every week. And so that is going great. So I'm kind of thinking that maybe if I had a few individual plants of chard and lettuce in bigger pots, they might do better. I just didn't realize that LED lights put off so much heat, and I don't think that that is helping things. And I'm wondering if some of the problems I've had in past years using these lights hasn't been that sometimes the starts haven't gotten too warm and dried out too quickly, because I have just been having to water these like crazy because it's just been so so warm. So anyway, that was an interesting lesson to learn. I think it would be better if I had a lot more space and I had a long horizontal row of lights and grow, so that I had enough room to have pots with a plant growing and lights down on that. The lettuce and other baby greens at the grocery stores are so expensive and the quality is so poor that it's worth it money-wise to have nice stuff that I can eat in the wintertime. So in the future, that's just something I need to work towards.